So now you see why the back side, you want to make sure the side that's got the most image is what's facing up. Because when you peel this off, that's going to go down like that. Hey y'all, welcome. Hey YouTube, how you doing? And we are back for chapter 10, making washi tape from gel prints. I love making my own washi tape. It's so easy to make, and you can just use it throughout all your projects. And it really is amazing to be able to make your own tape. So we're going to make some of it today, and I'm going to use some different types of materials to do them. So I show several ways in the book. One of the ways is going to be with the double-sided tape. The other way I show is with packing tape, clear packing tape, where you're just pulling old material off the plate. And so as opposed to showing that one today, I'm going to show something a little different. Also, hello, my name is Robin McClendon. This is my YouTube channel. Here we do gel printing, all kind of mixed media techniques, book arts, mark making, collage. So if you're new to my channel, that's who I am. That's what we do. And yeah, just free flowing over here. We have a great time. It's a wonderful community of creatives. We hang out. Right now we're over in Premiere, chatting it up. We have the best fun over in Premiere Saturday mornings. It's like our girl time. We all get together, and we have some guys too. We all get together and we just have a good time. So if you've never joined Premiere, come on in and hang in and chat with us. We have a good time. So I'm going to show you using basically 4 tapes. This is the double-sided tapes. I want to show you that, and you can find this. You don't have to get the real expensive stuff. You can just find this double-sided tape on Amazon, or a lot of times you can find them in the stationery store, especially the Asian stationery stores. A lot of times you can find them there for a little bit of nothing, but definitely double-sided tape. I'm also going to show you with masking tape, because this has some cool results. So I'm using thick and thin masking tape. And then I also had some of this washi tape that's clear, and it's got these lines in it. So if you have any kind of see-through or clear washi tape, you can actually use this to do some pretty cool stuff. So let's get started. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use kind of all 3 of them on a sheet. And that way we can see what they all do. It's probably a good way of doing it. So start off with this one. So I'm just going to lay it down right over the gel print. This is the stuff that's on the tissue, or if you have the wet strength, or if it's your you know, the menu tissue or deli tissue, whatever we've been using to create these more transparent prints. So we'll lay that one down, and as you can see, it's really cool because we're going to have that striping there, but we're going to still see our paper underneath, which makes it our own. And because the back side of this is paper, it's going to glue down nicely. So, and we don't have to worry about it sticking to all kind of stuff because it's you know, it's protected. So here, just lay this down next. Well, this is using a double-sided. Now the thing with the double-sided is that you really won't be able to appreciate it until you pull this layer off. But this is the layer that you're going to end up adhering to your paper. So in this case, we're going to be able to, this is going to be the side of our tape that's going to show. So just know that whatever you're putting down, you're going to be pulling this tape off, and then that's going to give you what you're going to see. Okay, so that's double-sided. Now, what I want to do with this, it's pretty bold on both sides, which is nice. So I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, they look just about the same. So now I'm going to take this very thick, this is masking tape. So I wanted to show you masking tape because it's so easy to get masking tape. You can get this at the dollar store. So I wanted a really cheap and very, you know, readily available one to show you how. And this is a nice thick one. And I like these thick ones because it allows for us to be able to use it in books. Like a lot of times if you want to be able to have washi tape that you can, you know, glue down and have on signatures and stuff like that. Now, the nice thing about this is that this is also still going to be the side that's going to show, right? But this is the side that can glue. And so because it's a nice strong tape, and the, like your PVAs, even your, like the glue sticks that are 𝐏𝐻𝐿, one of the really strong, or Prit even, you can take and lay this down and it'll still glue down. And then this will be the side that will show. And so that's a really cool way to just take your prints and do that with. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the thinner one. This is some archival. And we'll just do the same thing. Just put it down. And there you have it. So, you know, sometimes I'll just glue up a lot of pages, and then that right there will also turn into a really cool washi tape. So those are 4 ways you can do it. This one is going to be the front of it, and this one. And then, and these 3, this will be the front of this one, and this will be the front of that one when you go to put it down. So it'll make sense when you start doing them. Let's do some more. I wanted to do this. I thought this would be cool. Let me take some more of this tape right here. Okay, let's get this started. Okay. All right. So here, let's go ahead and put it down here because I feel like that could be a really nice, strong pattern to show through this. And then I'll go ahead and put the double-sided down next to it and grab that bit. See, because with these tissue paper, it bleeds through, so it really doesn't matter which side you have it on. And I normally space it so that there's about, you know, at least an 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch between. So it's just easy to cut. And then sometimes I like to tear it. So using a water brush, especially with this tissue paper, and then that way you have your frayed ends, and I'll show you that. So that always looks good. Then here, I want to get that, so flip it over. This is a nice thing about using tissue paper because you can see through on both sides, and so it makes it easy to see what you're grabbing. Okay. Alrighty. And since this is a nice wide piece, I'm going to go ahead and grab this again. All right. Okay. I just keep that extra there for, because gluing it to your surface makes it a little easier to get, you know, to keep the paper from moving around. And you can just use your bone folder or a catalyst tool or something, and then you can get the wrinkles out. Smooth a little more. And it's probably a good idea to clip this off so that they don't glue to anything, and then your paper ends up ripping. Okay. All right. Okay, then that way those can be stored without worrying. I'll make sure I cut these too. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more paper. Let's make some more of these. So we have enough when we're ready to go and start working. Oh, this, let me see. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to use, oh, I wanted to use this. The scripting. That's a good one. So here again, we have a nice wide piece. Let's grab that. And so it's easy. This is one of those things you can definitely do when you're just sitting looking at television, checking out a movie, you know. This is the kind of thing I like to do, those sort of mindless projects. So I have stuff ready. And let's see, let's get something. This is a good one. Let's use that one because it's a nice bold pattern for this one again. Let's see. Let's grab it maybe right there. I'll do another piece right next to it. This is nice and bold. Okay. So, and then let's do some more of the double-sided. Let me make sure, because this is not the same on the other side, because even though it's the menu tissue, it's a lot of paint down. So because I want to make sure that when you use a double-sided tape, this is another good example, so hopefully I'm making myself clear. With these, it's fine because I'll be using this right through this tape, right? So when we go to put it down, we'll be seeing the top stripes of this tape, but then we'll be seeing this subtle pattern underneath. But when I want this piece to show, I want this to be the top of my tape. So when you're doing the double-sided, you've got to do it on the back side so that when you pull this tape off, when you pull this covering off, that's going to be the side that's going to get adhered to whatever you're putting your washi tape on. And so you want the top side to show. So I hope that makes sense. And, you know, if not, just do one and then experiment and make sure that you've done it the right way. Like, I wouldn't glue the whole sheet up and you're like, oh my God, I see what Robin's saying and they're all done wrong. So here again, when I go to pull this off, and I'm going to show you after we do this piece, I'm going to tear some off, and I'm gonna find a place in the book to put it. Now this is the same thing. This is gonna be the top side of it. So I need to turn it over, and I need to put my wide tape on the back. And then of course you can do the thinner, any size masking tape that you have. So I think this is the 1/2 inch, and I think this right here is almost 2 inches. Okay, so we've done a few up. Let's go and see what, so I can show you what I mean. Okay. So let me get my journal. So I like to use the water pen and just, you can use a paintbrush too. This is basically a paintbrush right now because I don't have water actually filled up into the bottom of it. So I like to do this little ripped thing. If you don't want ripped, you don't have to. You can definitely cut it if you really want a nice clean edge. I kind of like the rip because when I'm collaging, I want things to integrate nicely. So if I have this sort of ripped edge, this feathered edge, and I know I'm going to get nice integration. I get a little bit more of this off. So here I'm going to and it comes off well because that double-sided tape is really holding everything. Alrighty. So let's see. I want to fit this in right down there. So I'm going to cut this to about the length that I want it. I'm not off the page, am I? Guys, let me make sure you guys see this good. Okay. So now we're seeing the white background, but because that's the backing, you're not going to see that when we go to pull this off. So let's go ahead. And so now the white is coming off the backing. And that leaves, I normally leave a little bit on so it just makes it a little more manageable so it doesn't fold back on itself. And then I'm going to just lay this right down. Finish, remove the backing. And it basically disappears because what's underneath it is just clear, I mean, just, you know, adhesive. So you see, and we're still seeing what's underneath it, but we've got this really cool tape that is made from the double-sided. So now you see why the back side, you want to make sure the side that's got the most image is what's facing up. Because when you peel this off, that's going to go down like that. So like with this one, okay, so this will make a difference when you take a look at it because this is our double-sided piece right here. So if we had laid it on the front, then we'd be covering up the paint. And then we would end up seeing this side that doesn't have anything, right? So let's do this again. So you can also take and put your ruler down, and that'll help control the tear too. Like that. And then we'll do it again. Get this nice frayed edge. That down and okay. So now we have this piece. And let's see where we want to put that. See, and it's really gorgeous. You just get the little bits and pieces of your print and Really, it's just gorgeous. I think I'll put that in there. I like the way it kind of integrates that seam that we had there. So let's go ahead and start it. And then I take and pull that bit back, okay? And then this down. And then you can control what you got going without having the whole strip gone. And then, because once this double-sided goes down, it's a wrap. There. There. Using our bone folder, you can really just, and that really just got rid of that whole seam nicely. So you can see, and you can't, I mean, like, it's just seamless. So that way you can have your tape there. Let me see, what else do I want to do? So some of these I think I'm going to save for when we do these other pages here. It'd be cool to have something here, but I don't want it to have too much of a repeat. But you know what? Is that going to... That's far enough back because that's there. Okay, let's put this here because I want you to see how the washi tape works. So I'm going to cut this because because this is like the patchwork and it's very gridded, I want this to have that grid to it. So let's go ahead and cut. I'm going to cut right on the either side of the tape. Okay. So I'm gonna get a nice clean cut. Okay. So this is going to be what we're putting down. Now the thing is you could have just kept the paper as it was. You could cut it, you know, we know that you can cut it, and because a lot of times I get that question like, so why do the washi tape if you're just really taking it and putting it down? Well, I think that you get different looks with it. It allows you to take some of your prints and have them accessible as pieces of washi tape versus if you're anything like me, these prints are all put together. If I don't do something to them, then I have them all put together as gel prints. But when I make the washi tape, then I take and cut these all out or rip them, and then I have them together as washi tape. So then I can find them, and they just kind of create a different element. And then also because they're backed, like in this case, it's back, so this color is going to remain because I'm not tearing this off, I'm gluing it down. So it takes this translucent paper, and in this case, because of this background that I have here, I'm going to put that right there. It gives me a more solid color versus it blending. When I put it down by being translucent, it would just blend into the background. And so it just gives you options. Should have enough here. Yep. Let's just go ahead, and you want a good strong washi tape. So either the Giotto or the Pritt would be the two I would say. So also, if you're traveling, you want to be able to take your journals with you. And, you know, you just want to be able to take some stuff without having all your prints with you and everything. It's just a very efficient way to carry your own work with you. But looking at it closely, look how good that looks. So that has the gray and white mark making that we did. And then when we did the black sumi mark making over top of those papers. And this is from an earlier print that we did in the very beginning with the patchwork, but look how seamlessly that's integrating. I like that. I'm glad I put that there. I think that really, because that was kind of an open space and needed something. But that masking tape, and this masking tape literally you get at the dollar store. This is 3M. You can get it at hardware stores. dollar store, it doesn't matter which brand, because it's a paper, and the paper will take the glue. And so this is sticky enough to grab our gel prints, but then this paper is so easy to glue down. And so that way you don't have to worry about the expense of going maybe and trying to find double-sided tape if you can't find it inexpensively. Yeah, I think that does it. Now I also want to acknowledge that I need to get caught up in my journal here, because the last 2 sessions of transparencies, I make little notes up here so I remember what they are, and then the stencils, I was waiting for things to dry. There was so much going on, waiting for things to dry, and then I didn't get to do it on camera. I wanted to do it on camera, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a short session where we actually get, you know, caught up on these pages, and not necessarily do another chapter, but like use some of our papers to fill out the 2 pages I haven't done. You guys probably have already done yours, and then maybe go back in and put some of these papers other places. Maybe there's things I want to fill out a little bit more. One thing is that using that Dorland's really has gone a long way towards not allowing my pages to stick, you know, the cold wax. So these have been doing really good. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, is just have fun, and let's do some more pages and get some of these caught up. So just want to let you know, so I keep a lot of my pages and stuff that I've used in the back here, so I don't have to go looking for them. But today it's going to be working with washi tape. And I think the way we're going to do the washi tape is the same way. We're going to make it, and when I do that, the next session that I'm going to do is going to be us just working in this journal. Then I'll use the washi tape different places, you know, back in some other spots. We'll just fill this out, and maybe even do some more pages with some of what we have. So we'll just see, but it'll be a session just doing that. So I want to let you know that that's how I kind of keep on moving through projects, especially because I'm doing so many different videos and so many different projects. When I finish with the YouTube, which I try to keep within a certain, you know, space of time, I kind of go off to other things, or I'm waiting for my papers to dry, and then I could sit down and do them, but then I'm not doing them with you. So I thought I would do a session. Alrighty, so I hope you guys enjoyed this session. The next time we come, we're gonna work on pages, and we're gonna just do some fun stuff, just collage things in here. And yeah, I really like that there. That just adding a little bit has really added to that print. Love you guys. Take care. Please thumb up the video if you enjoyed this. Hit the bell and join the channel so that you get all the reminders. And until next week, happy creating. Enjoy your studio time. And I will see you soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.